Hey friends, welcome back. I'm going to be doing a review on my recent trip to Rabat, Morocco. This is basically just a little tips kind of video, I guess, because I always want to know as much as I can before I go on holiday about the country that I am visiting, and I do a lot of independent research and just find out as much as I can. So I thought this might be a little interesting one for people who are going to be visiting Morocco, especially Rabat in Morocco, and want some information. Basically, I went there on Monday, the 17th of February, this Monday gone, today's Friday, and I stayed there 2 nights. The flight was in the morning. If we compare it to where I live in, which is London, there is no time difference. It's the same time there, so as far as I know, it might change when the clocks go forward later on this year. I guess we'll be ahead, that'll be 1 hour behind. The country is a very interesting country. It's a lot of history. The main languages spoken in Morocco is French and Arabic. Now, I exchanged £100 because I thought 2 nights, £100 is enough. I don't need more. I'm on a bit of a budget. Like, if you are like me, you are, you know, the budget traveller, then £100 seemed quite fair to me. And that basically equated, because the exchange rate is £1 equals 13.56 dirhams. I can't pronounce that right, but their currency is dirhams. Yeah, that gave me like 1,300 and something dirhams, which, you know, I thought that was quite a lot. I thought I was flossing, you know. I was like, oh, I'm rich. But in reality, that's not a lot there. Because the prices there, it kind of works out to the same. I mean, although it is slightly cheaper still, it kind of works out to sort of the common rate here of stuff. So the cab journey from the airport was 200 dirhams. And that equals to about £20, like probably a little bit less than that, maybe 15. I'm not giving you exact figures because I haven't got my calculator with me, but give you an idea of how it works out. So then the hotel was really lovely. The hotel that we stayed in was situated in the Medina, Medina is where the shops are. It's like a bazaar, a market, should I say, but like also in the Medina there are restaurants, homes, people live there. It's really big, which I liked. We didn't really have the time to really explore the Medina. I have actually recorded Rabat, obviously the places I visited, and I'm gonna do a video and hopefully edit it and have it up by next week. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And hopefully it will give you some ideas if you are planning to visit Morocco anytime soon. The things that you should avoid are strange men lurking around the area looking for tourists like you. Basically, on the first day we got there, as soon as we we checked in at the hotel, left our bags and decided to go and explore a bit, we came across this area. We were trying to locate a restaurant. Basically, our plan was to go to a restaurant and eat some food, Moroccan food, and we kind of got lost, and this man just suddenly came over and started guiding us, taking us through a guide and telling me some random things which I don't even think is true and he's made up. And basically the whole point of this was for him to receive some money from us. For them, the going rate for an unwanted guide is like 50 dirhams minimum. And to be honest, we were like, we didn't even ask for your help. Like, you just decided to come and jump in and show us around. We don't need it. We don't really need you showing us around and telling us false stuff, because he really wasn't legit. He didn't have a badge, he didn't have anything. We were a little bit scared, and we were like, it's getting a bit dark, so let's just follow him and hope for the best. Thankfully, he ended up taking us to outside of a restaurant, and we just gave him what change we had, which he wasn't happy about. He wanted 50 dirhams minimum. and we went into the restaurant that he recommended. And I personally think that the locals work with the restaurants to get commission. If they bring people to the restaurant, they get commission. It took ages for someone to answer the door, and then when we went in, it's completely empty, and we felt really uncomfortable. So we were like, let's just go back to the hotel and eat at the hotel. And so we apologized to the gentleman there and said, look, we want to go back. And when we went out, we saw the man lurking, the false tour guide lurking around. So we basically started walking really fast and getting away from there. So don't trust any strange men who come up to you and try and take you on tour guides. So politely decline and say thank you and walk away as fast as you can. I think it might be worth your while to, if you've got a good cab driver, ask for their number and go to the hotel staff and ask to use their phone, and you can get through to the cab driver and work out a deal. Because we asked the hotel how much it would be to arrange transport to the zoo, and they said to us 250 dirhams there and then 250 back, so it's 500 in total. We spoke to the cab driver said 150 there and back, so like that's 300 in total. So we decided we were going to call him. We called him, he came, we went to the zoo, we agreed a time, he came and got us. The zoo is really, like, it was quiet when we went there, and there's a lot of animals to see: rhinos, monkeys, like loads. And they had a section separated where it was farm yard, like you saw sheep, chickens, you know, birds, whatever. Like, it was really, really nice. It's only 50 dirhams to go in, and which I think is a steal, because that works out to less than £5, I guess. So yeah, visit the zoo, and you have it to yourself because it's empty. People are really friendly there. Like, you know, people want to talk to you. Just be careful what you wear. Like, as a woman, I just think you just need to respect the culture. Don't show too much skin. And plus, anyway, like, you couldn't anyway, because we went in February. Like, February, I thought it would be a bit warm, but actually it wasn't. We had our coats on the whole time. Oh yeah, before I forget, the English is not very well spoken there. There isn't a lot of people who know English very well. So just bear that in mind. Communication may be difficult. So if you can, download Google Translate. I don't know if there's any other translating apps out there. I didn't get to do it beforehand, so we only had 2 days, so we may do. But for people who are going to be there longer, I would suggest that you do download something that will help you with the language barrier, unless you're, you know, fluent in French and Arabic. But otherwise, if you only speak English and other languages other than French and Arabic, then you may need a little bit of guidance to communicate with the locals there. With even the hotel staff didn't really know English, not maybe one or two, but not all of them. And the people who did know, it was a bit of a struggle to communicate with them because they had very limited English. So just bear that in mind. This is just my experience, although I definitely would go back to Morocco. I'd love to visit Marrakesh, Fes, Casablanca, but I think 2 nights in Rabat was more than enough, and I feel like I saw a lot and experienced a lot in that 2 days that I was there. I was very happy with it, my experience, and hope this helps you if you're planning to visit Rabat or anywhere in Morocco. I hope it gives you some sort of idea about what to expect. So enjoy your holiday and let me know your experience. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching. Bye friends.